I know I have not posted a video in literally so long, but I think for one of my New Year's resolutions is to be better about that, because I do want to really grow my business. If you guys have been around for a while, I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I've been MIA. I'm gonna really try my hardest to get back on track. Like I said, I really want to grow my business. I have so much passion for stickers and planners and budgeting and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, let's jump right into it. I decided that it was kind of annoying to like constantly cover up my income and have to like, whatever. So this is just going to be full transparency, because I want to do my budget the way that I want to do it. And last year when I was like covering up the income and all of that type of stuff, I was like not going back and putting in the income because I didn't want to show you guys. And then after I was done recording the video, I just never went back in and did it. So basically it was just like, oh, are we over or under this month? And that's not where I wanted to be. So that was one of the reasons why I stopped filming, because I really wanted to get a good like grasp and hold on to our budget, really know what was going on with our finances. Plus, last year was just very hectic. Right from the smack dab beginning of the year, Ethan got a new job, my dog passed away, my mom got engaged, she got married, she moved. We had 2 separate parties for her. I started a new job that was part-time, and then a couple months after that it turned into a full-time, and then a couple months after that me and my mom decided to open up our own small business, and it's called Homebody Boutique New York. We're on Etsy. We have a website. I can put those links down in the description box below if you want to check that out. It's brand new. We just opened it, had our grand opening on January 2nd. Enough about that one. I'm putting more focus into LML stickers. I finally like caught up on all the stickers and whatnot, so I'm finally in a good place to be like, all right, I'm gonna sit down, I'm really gonna film content, post, and whatever else, get my stuff out there. I want you guys to enjoy the stickers that I make and put so much love and effort into these, and love them and use them just like me. So let's start with the January budget that I made for us this month. So like I said, full disclosure, so our incomes will be in here this time, and these incomes I do estimate typically low, like maybe $100 to $200 lower than what we actually expect. So Ethan is more around $29,000 to $3,000. I budget a little bit closer for me. I'm only about $2,050, maybe $2,100 some months. And I used to always put $35 here, and that's because we have Hulu Live, and that's $70 a month. My mom also used to use it, so she would pay us $35 a month to pay for half of that. I told her don't even worry about it anymore. She barely even uses it. When she moved, she got cable, and I was like, it's fine. We don't need the $35 from you. It's fine. So that is our income type. That is purely from my full-time job and his full-time job. And of course I do like stickers on the side and stuff. So sometimes I'll have say do $100 in stickers for somebody else, like on the side near me or whatever, then it goes in the other. Or if we have a return or something, that's also where we put the other. Now, variable expenses. So I know it's been a long time, so I'm sure a lot of things have changed since my last video. Groceries, obviously everyone knows that prices are going up. So groceries, we used to do like $200, $250, maybe $300 on months. Now we bump it up to $400. Seems to be our sweet spot for right now. Household, I can already tell you right now. Household, we are going to be over budget this month. I only budgeted $50 because last month I did $75 and we only used like maybe $20. But this month, so I was like, okay, we'll bump it down to $50, see how we do. Of course, this month we ran out of shampoo, conditioner, toilet paper, paper towels. I should have checked that stuff before I put together my budget, but it's fine. So we're definitely going to be over budget. We probably doubled that already. But at least we don't have to buy any more for the month. So we did budget $50. So next month we'll probably budget $50. Gas for our cars. If you were around for my last video, I'm pretty sure we only had a one car. Now we have two. So I think this had to go up just a little bit, but Ethan doesn't work very far, so he doesn't use gas like ever. He maybe gets gas like once a month. So when I bumped it up, I think I only bumped it up $25, so $125, especially because with my job now I'm driving 5 days a week. It's not that far. It's still in the same town that I work at, or I work in the same town I live. So there we go. It's only about 5-10 minutes away. So I don't use that much gas either. Pets, we're also going to be over budget for this because Leela's food, Leela is my dog, her food did go up, and we switched from regular cat litter to crystals, and then we found pretty litter, so now we're actually using pretty litter instead, which is obviously significantly more. And then also the cats needed food. So we literally had to get everything for the animals this month. So this will be over budget. I should have budgeted $175, $180 instead of $125. Again, my mistake for not looking at our supply before making the budget. But so pets, I budgeted $125. Eating out, we've been doing very well with. I budgeted $150 because it is my birthday this week. So I was like, we're probably going to go out or something. So I did do a little bit more for eating out, which was $150. But honestly, we really haven't used that much. Allowances, I still keep at $100. Ethan still barely ever spends money. I'm usually right there. Then Ethan's car is $200. And the thing with the cars is I think we are both going to trade in our cars and buy new cars, even though we just got Ethan's car, but we just found a better deal somewhere. So I think we might trade this in. But for right now, we're paying $200 for his car. Credit cards, like I've always said, we don't have any rolling over, like roaming debt or anything like that. Whatever we put on our credit cards that month, we pay off the following month. So it was around $400 for those, I think, if I did the math correctly. I don't know, because of December and holidays, it always gets so messed up, but it's all right. We'll figure it out. Our car insurance is anywhere between $160 to $166, so I always budget for the highest. Then I got a haircut and wax, and normally it is like $32. Boom, that's it, like with my tip. Because I think it was like $25 before or something, and I always give like a $5-7 tip or whatever. But she raised her prices, and so I'm $20 over budget for this because it was $50, and I was like, whoa. And then birthday, like I said, my birthday is this week, so I budgeted $100. I didn't know what we had planned, what we're doing, whatever. So I budgeted $100 just in case. And then, of course, unbudgeted. We don't want anything unbudgeted, but it happens, and we're being realistic. So budgeting nothing, but you never know, something might pop up. So our total for variable expenses is $1,846. Moving over to fixed expenses, if you were here before, you might see that our mortgage is significantly higher. The the bank actually messed up our mortgage all of last year. So we were paying like $100 to $150 less than what we were actually supposed to be doing all of last year. And I didn't catch it. Ethan didn't catch it. The bank didn't catch it. But yeah, they messed it up and now we're paying for it. So it used to be like $850. Now it's over $1,000. My car is $319. Our phone bill for my phone and Ethan's phone is $166.66. Our Hulu Live plan is $69.44 this month. It's a little bit weird because I did have like the Red Zone add-on for football season or whatever, but now that that's over, I took it off before I got charged this month. And then they also had me in this like Hulu Live Legacy plan with Disney, no ads and stuff like that. And that's just not what I signed up for. So I don't know if they just like upgraded me or something. I don't know. Like I only had like Hulu Live, like that bundle. And it was $69.99 always. And then they were like, December, it's going up to $74.99. And I was like, okay, like every year they usually bump it up $5, $10 anyway. So it didn't like occur to me that they would have like maybe added a new Hulu Live plan and then, you know, bumped me up or something. So I looked into that. I took off the NFL Red Zone, which was an extra $9.99. And then, so I took that off, and then I also bumped us back down to the original Hulu Live plan, which was $69.99, but for some reason it's $69.44 this month. Whatever. Spotify is $12.99. Our internet bill is $69.99, and NYSEG is our electric and gas for our house. That was $252.66 this month. A little bit high, but you know, I like to be comfortable in my own house, and I'd rather pay to be comfortable than pay to be uncomfortable and cold. And then our sinking funds is $400 that we're putting away this month. So our total fixed expenses is $2,322.94. So this is a lot more than obviously we would do before, but because I have the extra income coming in, we can actually, you know, have bigger budgets. So our potential savings this month is supposed to be over $600, which is not too bad. So for now, that $600, I don't have a plan with it, especially if we're gonna purchase new cars. I mean, they're not new, they're used, but new to us, obviously. So if those, you know, are a possibility in the next month or so, then we're gonna just keep this in our checking. So when we go to put down, you know, a down payment and whatnot, then we're good to go. Here is my weekly check-in. So I check in like every Friday, Saturday or whatever. I always track 5 categories, and this is just to make sure that we're keeping on budget and on track for our budget, because if I just set my budget and then went throughout the whole month and at the end of the month I came back, I would be like, whoa, we are over budget for everything. And I know that because I've done that before, and it is the worst possible way for me and my family to budget. So we use a weekly check-in, and this is a lifesaver. So we always track for groceries, household items, eating out, our pets, and gas for our cars. And I do this because I used to always go over budget for pets. I'm going over for pets this month anyways. Gas for the car, obviously with gas prices always fluctuating and us driving more or less and whatnot, you always want to track your gas, because if you're constantly going over budget, you want to know why and where and what happened and stuff. So like if I went over budget in week 2, I'd be like, oh, well, that's fine because I drove 2 hours away and that's why, and that's not normal. You know, you can pinpoint why and where your budget is as high as it is sometimes. Eating out, same thing. Obviously, if you don't track your eating out, you can get a little bit carried away and go, oh, I don't think that I've spent that much for eating out. I don't think we've eaten I don't think we've eaten out that much this month, but then at the end of the month, it's like, oh, we're $100 over budget for that. What the heck happened? This way, this keeps me in line and in check with that household. It's just to track, household and groceries kind of go together for me, so that's why I always track these two. And then obviously groceries, like I said, with prices going up and just if you don't track every week, you can get a little bit carried away. So basically, I have it set up so you track your categories, what you budgeted. So I start out for the budget, what I budgeted for the month, and then I track what I spent for that week, and then my remaining. So this tells me, okay, we're going to bring this remaining down here to the budget, and this is what we have budgeted for the rest of the month. You can also do it by a weekly basis. I don't go shopping that way. I go whenever I need to. Typically, it's every 2 to 3 weeks. So, like you see here, I spent $195 on groceries the first week, and that's because I literally loaded up everything. But this past week, I only spent $7. So, yeah. That's why I don't do the whole, like, split it up. Like, if I did $400 for the month, I'm not going to do 100, 100, 100, 100, because I would be way over budget here and way under budget here. That doesn't make sense for me. If it makes sense for you, great, do that. I just do by the month. Boom, that's it. Then I know, all right, I got to stop spending, or cool, we have a little bit of leeway this month. So for groceries, I'm just going to start with week 2. I don't want to go through all of this. I don't think you guys want to sit through that. Groceries. Out of our $400 budget, we had $204.88 remaining. Ethan went and got us some Ben & Jerry's because he just loves me. I had a rough day, and he got us some snacky snacks, and I loved it. So it was $7.25 for that. So we have just under $200 remaining for the rest of the month, which is great. Household, $50. Like I said, we literally ran out of everything. And it almost felt like the exact same day we ran out of everything. So we stocked up on that as well. So we spent just under $100 for that. So obviously we are about $50 over budget for that. So we know, okay, if we need something, obviously if you need it like toilet paper. You can't just be like, let's just put it off to next month. No, you need it. So yeah. But if you are like, oh man, I wanted to pick up batteries or something like that, it's like, can the batteries wait to next month? Yeah, probably. So that's what we're going to do. Eating out of our $150 budget, we still had $120.72 left. We didn't even spend anything, so we still have that. Pets, like I said, I stocked up on everything. The only thing I'm waiting for left is our Chewy order to get delivered, which is $82, which is why I said we are going to be under or over budget for that as well, because we only have about $28 to spend, and obviously that's about $50 over budget after the Chewy comes out. And then gas for the car, out of our $125 budget, we had $96.95 left. Neither one of us filled up this week, so we still have that $96.95. So all of our remaining here is down to our budget for our week 3, and that is between the 15th and the 21st. And I just go back and I look to see. So like I'll do the 1st through the 7th, 8th through the 14th, 15th through the 21st, 22nd through the probably 31st I did, or maybe the 28th, I don't know. I did through the 28th. So these last couple of days, I will just have to calculate in my monthly budget. It won't be right here in my weekly check-in, but that's okay. I'm all right with that. Next up is sinking funds, and this down here is blank because I ran out of savings trackers, and then I never printed or cut any off for me. So this is where my savings tracker is supposed to be, but it's fine. Sinking funds. So now we have a car maintenance fund because I lease my car, so I know that like I really don't have to do that much maintenance other than tire rotations and oil changes, which is $50 like every 5 months, 6 months, somewhere around there. But since we bought Ethan's car, it does have a lot of miles on it, so I did want to make sure that we had money set aside in case something ever did go wrong with it. So we started that out with $500. We're not adding any more into it because I felt like $500 for one car was pretty good. Obviously, if we end up getting new cars, I will probably add to this and have, you know, a goal of $1,000 to $2,000 put away, probably $1,000 to $1,500 put away for cars, car maintenance. And then Christmas, we left off Christmas at $45.23. That's what we had left over from last year. We will always put $100 in for that, or more if we could. Each of us get $25 for clothing, $25 for entertainment, so like a date night. We usually go to the movies and it's right around $25. Gifts for like family, friends, Mother's Day, Father's Day, baby showers, bridal showers, weddings, stuff like that. $25. Usually I do between $25 and $30 to try to save for it. The house, we always do $100. I would like to try to bump that up to $200 at some point. Medical, this is because Ethan wants LASIK surgery so badly. So we are very slowly like adding to this budget. So $20. Pets, this is for any medications, or eventually I would like to get it, so we always have something in there, so that pays for their vet bills, so we don't have to put it on a credit card that month, type of deal. And then vacation, we started really adding into that because I would really like to get down and visit my family down in Florida. So we add about $50 to that every month. So it's about $400 that we've been saving every month for our sinking funds. We have a little over $5,000 dollars saved up with all of that. So that's really good. Our transaction log. Basically, we've had 3 transactions all on the same day. I did get some Christmas bulbs from Michael's because they were 70% off and I just couldn't help myself, so those were $8.10. I got a t-shirt for Ethan, that was $5.39, and I got a t-shirt for me, and that was $5.39. So that is about it. That wraps up catching you guys up on this month. Like I said, I'm gonna try my best to put out more videos, be more consistent. I would just really like to grow my business. So if you know anybody that wants to start budgeting or wants to start using stickers to budget, go ahead and send them my channel. I would love to build this channel. It's been slow, but it's okay. I am here for the long run. My business means everything to me. And I just love, seeing you guys using the stickers that I spend so long making and creating and everything else. But other than that, guys, that is about it for this video. And I will see you next week for this week 3 check-in. Bye, guys.